Hey everybody, welcome back to my shop. It's getting cold outside. That wind's blowing, the rain's coming down. Before I know it, it's going to turn into snow. So I got to get in here and get little things cleaned up, get ready for that cold breeze, that cold air coming in here. Get my heaters collected, them cleaned up, make sure everything's working good. But first things first, we're going to get a little fire going in the wood stove. Well, they got a little smoky. If you remember a couple videos back, I was working on my awesome green little push around cart. I need to get that grinder mounted on there. So that's the first thing I'm going to do today. Second thing I'm going to do is my next project. I need to pick what tool is going to get cleaned. And you'll see here in a minute, I'm going to lay them all out. And one way or another, I'm going to choose one. And that's going to be the next project down the road. But till then, let's get this little grinder thing going. All right, got my vintage Craftsman drill index here. Check that puppy out. It's even full. Well, except for that one. But anyway, I don't need that one. I need some 5/16 holes. So I'm going to start out a little smaller. This one looks good. And 5/16, we're going to go a little bit bigger. I don't know. What about 23/64? Too many numbers. But we're going to start with that. Maybe I'll do one in between just to make my life easier. I like to pre-drill a little bit smaller. I don't know. We'll see what we're going to do here. All right, you can't see it here, but I got two marks. It's only got 2 bolts that hold this thing down. I'm going to go ahead and use it's just a nail set. See if I can get a little dimple. Maybe help me from the bit wandering around a little bit. Hold your ears. That should do it. We'll see if that helps any. We're going to start with this small bit. Shouldn't be much here. Switch over to the next one up. And one more time. Oh, battery's getting low. Sounds like it's getting low. Let's see if we got 2 more holes in it. There we go. That's so much easier than just starting off with the big bit. All right. My little Porter cable here. I think that's going to work for me. I kind of kept it close to the end here, so maybe the edge wouldn't get in the way of whatever I'm working on. Let's find my bolts. I don't think I'm going to use a washer on the top. We're going to make it work. There it is. All right now. So on the bottom side, I got a couple of flat washers out of my variety drawer, and I'm going to do a couple of lock washers and a couple of nuts. So one thing about this grinder is they don't make these bolts easy to get to. Huh. Yep. Next one. That should do it. They ain't going nowhere. Easy cheesy. Let's keep moving here while we're on a roll. So we're just going to spin this around because I got this. We're going to put on this side right here. Little magnetic tool holder. I'm going to go ahead and mount that right there. All right, step up to the final size. Can y'all see what I'm doing here? I know I got you in a weird spot. I went and raided another miscellaneous drawer, and I don't know if you guys are like me, but I end up throwing nuts and bolts and washers and everything into a little save pile. And man, it's nice when you actually use them. Get this on here. Looky there, my hole's even lined up. That and I'll do it. Just use some little pliers to get me back up here. There we go. Now, when I'm working on stuff, if I got any tools involved, whoosh, give me a place to hold things so it's not rattling around. All right, there it is. We're going to do more to this little cart, but hey, at least we got that far. Got our grinder mounted, got a magnetic tool holder on there. I still have not found my buffer. I want to go on that side yet. And I'm going to do some more things with some power. Too much to do. I'm not even going to make a whole nother video out of this thing. Whoa. That don't sound good. You'll see it piece by piece. We'll get this thing rigged out anyway. All right. Well, I'm glad to have that little project out of the way for now. So let's talk about heat. That's what I kind of alluded to in the beginning of this video. I use 3 forms of heat to heat this shop. I got 2 walls over here behind you, over here on the side. They have a little bit of insulation in them. But this wall over here, you see all my junk, ignore that. But you can see all this old lumber here. The old framing here. We're inside an old 1800s barn. That's the original exterior behind the chief here. Original exterior of the barn. That's not the outside of the barn. It's actually got, I guess you could call it hay storage on these 2 sides of me here, where they would have kept the hay back in the old days. So that's not outside wall, but might as well be. I have some foam board insulation on the exterior. We'll call it the exterior. The other side of this wall helps out a little bit, keeps some of the drafts out of the cracks. Above us here on the ceiling is just some 1.25 inch foam board that was put up there. So it's really not too much. So if it's 0 degrees outside, it's going to be 0 degrees in here if I'm not in here for a couple days. You got to get this place warmed up. So I use 3 forms of heat. I use wood, which you saw earlier. That's with this old wood stove here. That was also already here. I don't want to hear about safety, whatever behind me. It's got a little metal behind here. But yeah, let's not talk about that. I burn wood, regular whatever wood. I also burn scraps. anything that's a offcut from a job I'm working on will go in that wood stove, and it gets nice and toasty. But to begin with, I use one of these 3 heaters. We got kerosene and propane. So kerosene, propane, or wood is what I use to keep warm. This kerosene heater is great because it's quiet. These propane heaters, they make a lot of racket, but they really heat up faster. Pretty much I'll blow them out with the air hose, and you know, we're off to the races. This smaller one I have not used. I picked that up at an auction this year. This bigger one I picked up at an auction a few years ago. Worked great. Put out a lot of heat, but they're noisy. And this kerosene heater, which is good, I'll just put it on the floor kind of in the corner, and it'll do its thing, and it's quiet. But I haven't used it, and I didn't use it last year, maybe the year before, because the wick is bad. So I picked up another wick right here on the workbench. That's another project I'm going to work on today. Looks like somebody's hair, but no, it's not. That's the wick that goes inside these heaters. This looks like an old one. Picked it up off of eBay. So I'm going to work on that today, try to get my kerosene heater going, and these guys, I'll just blow them out, and that's pretty much all I'll do to those. I haven't had any trouble with them. Okay, now for my next project. Well, I got a few wrenches. I'm going to pick from one of these and do a little light restoration on it. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Big Daddy 10 pipe wrenches. I think this is a rigid. It's a rigid with blue paint, rigid. I'm not sure what this oldie is. Probably won't get into that one. This is just some kind of cheapy brand, China, and this is a China one too, I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with these guys, but I want to fix up one of these. We're gonna do a quick restore on this, and I just gotta pick which one I want to do. I don't think I'm gonna mess with this oldie here either for now. I'm gonna stick with the more modern ones, and actually I probably won't stick with the 3-foot one either. So that's going to leave us with these 6. I just got to pick which one. I got a few more over here that I'm not going to mess with, but I'll go ahead and show them to you just because they're so cute. Got that little guy, that one. I always like these. Richard, what the heck is that? Yeah, isn't that a sweet one? But these 4 little ones, look at that. Anyway, we're not gonna mess with these guys. I just wanted to bring them out. These pipe wrenches are old. They seen better days, but they all seem pretty good shape. We're gonna do a little light restore on one. All right, we're gonna do a little lottery kind of thing here, just for the hell of it. You ever wonder what this fan is hanging from my ceiling? You ever see that and like, Richard, what is that? I'll tape a regular kind of HVAC filter to the back of that, turn it on, cleans the air for me. I need to take it down, it's ugly. Anyway, back to these wrenches. We got 6 of them here. So what I did, I got 1 through 6 right here in this little bucket, little mini pail. We're gonna pick it this way. One of these lucky wrenches is gonna get a new lease on life. With no further ado, let's go ahead and do the drawing. These are all different numbers. Let's see what we got. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Bluey's gonna be new. That's the one. That's our next project. Alrighty, well that pretty much sums it up. Not a very exciting day today. It's cold and wet outside. I'm just gonna hang out here in the shop, pill it around. I'm gonna work on that kerosene heater wick replacement. Next video, hopefully you'll see, will be the light restoration. We're not going to say restoration. Hey, if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tune in, and you never know what's going to happen next. Have a good one, guys.